seems he senses that it will be much easier if the ship offloads at Pier 2. Do you have any ideas as to why that is so?
That is on my own thinking, that maybe when it's a Pier 2, he can easily get whatever you want. Maybe yes,
Why is that so? That's the essence of my question, I guess.
because he is creating this doubt to say, going to Pier 1 will be doing Mission Impossible, which means everything is possible if it goes to Pier 2.
You still haven't answered my question. You are restating what he says here and what I said also, or highlighted in my question. Do you know why that is so? If you don't know,
let me not say that.
There's no problem at all if you don't know.
Yes.
You don't know. Don't feel bad about it. I mean, it's not your area of expertise. You are not involved in shipping, harbors, and all those things. Don't feel bad about it. If you don't know, you don't know.
No, I don't know.
All right, thank you.
All right, Colonel. Let's then move to the next paragraph in your statement. It's yes.
Further screenshot dated 2021-0701 were also identified on the device. Based on their content, this screenshot appeared to relate to incident that happened. It should be incident that happened approximately 1 week earlier, which formed part of the Isipingo investigation. The screenshots contained communication and information relating to drug prices.
For this paragraph, Commissioners, if you can go to page 18 of the presentation. Colonel, just to confirm, so these screenshots are related to poisons, the Eriton drugs.
It relates to the Eriton drugs, this screenshots.
And the first screenshot there, again, it's a conversation between Alpha and Mr. Nku. It begins with a message from Alpha, who says, "I only got to know now." Mr. Nku responds and says, "But what is that container carrying?" Alpha responds, "No idea," and says, "Behind door." Mr. Nku responds and says, "Boss, these people are really making our jobs impossible by the day." And he also responds to the message of Alpha that said "behind the door" and says, "Please ask them, because if they load it on a car or anything that can be mobile from the container, it will be a bust." That's followed by another message from Mr. Nku to Alpha saying, "Boss, please tell the people that avoid any containers with metal or anything automobile. Only load goods or sugar. Anything that goes to Pier 1 or 2 is workable. Remember, there was a bust a week ago. Now we need to go offloading from trucks again." And there's an emoji.
I must just comment that this is really confusing, because all of a sudden now there is no problem with Pier 1. When earlier it was going to be mission impossible to access.
Chair, that was in May. I'm not sure what may have happened between May and July, which now makes 1 and 2 attractive. So in this screenshot, Colonel, can you confirm that they were speaking about the Boyson's shipment?
Correct.
And it appears there that...
Do we say that? What is it in this line, in the sequence of communication, that tells us that they are speaking about the Boyson's shipment?
Commissioners, it's just that these screenshots, as I've indicated, not everything it's in here. Because there were a lot of communications that was also, so this was done for the purpose of presentations. But for the investigation, but there were a lot of communications between the 1st of July up until the 8th, when the consignment arrived in Ireton. So, but in this instance that we are with here, that this screenshot does not say anything, I will agree. I cannot definitely, based on this, I cannot definitely say it relates to biases, but based on the investigation that we have done, I know what was communicated in here, Commissioner.
So is that based on texts that either followed or preceded what we see here? Is that what makes you to come up with that connection or to make that connection?
That is correct.
Did you actually see those?
Yeah, because I remember there were communications that shows that even on the 4th, because I don't have them here, between the 1st and up until this 8th, there were a lot of, there were something that was happening.
Are you able to explain why those would not have been included? I do hear you that you say that this was a presentation and so on, but I understand it to be a presentation that's capturing everything that was important. So I would imagine to make the connection that this is about Ireton, texts or chats that actually make the connection would have been quite crucial for that purpose. So are you able to tell us why those were not included?
Commissioners, I also tried to get hold of those who are the custodian of this. I was told that certain information cannot be traced back again now.
That's addressing the situation now.
That is
I'm asking you a question that relates to the compilation of this report. I'm saying, do you know why those chats that make the connection to Ireton were not included in this report as part of this presentation?
No, I don't know.
Thank you.
Colonel, would you be able to get us some of those chats or that information that links these conversations better to Ireton so that we can see those links?
Commissioners, I don't want to commit myself on that because I was trying to say, I tried to make follow-ups. Because after even seeing these presentations, I found it necessary that I must also get the full information and in as to what was happening during the time I was investigating, Commissioners. So I don't want to commit myself to say.
Can I ask you this question, Colonel? What in these chats, especially the ones on page 18, leads you to believe that they are connected to the drugs that were discovered, I believe it was on the 9th of July 2021 at Ireton? What in these chats leads you to believe that they are connected to that?
Commissioner, in this chart, none. In this chart, I can say no, there is nothing. I don't have anything to back what I was saying up.
Is it fair to say the best that you can do is that the suspects that were identified on that day were communicating in chats and they were communicating about drugs and their shipment into the country? And that's as far as you can go. looking at these chats, there may be other chats somewhere that are not with us now. But looking at this, it's fair to say that Mr. Nku is communicating with somebody in the week leading up to this date, and they are talking about drugs and shipments and piers at the harbor.
That will be fair, Commissioner.
Commissioners, maybe just to say it may get better once we deal with the other pictures that were retrieved around the same time, because if you read those messages with the pictures that were shared from page 20 and 21, it may better link those conversations.
Well, yeah, you are still going
You're
to take
asking-
us, you are
Yes.
still going to take us there.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
You're asking us to be patient and quiet, basically.
Commissioners, I dare not ask anyone to remain quiet. And then, Colonel, what is the significance of then the other picture on page 18, the one that was in blue? Where was it? Where did you find that, and what's its significance?
This picture was on the screenshot of Mr. Nku.
And was this on the same day as the screenshot of the Trima conversation with Alpha?
This screenshot indicates that it was only taken on the 1st of July. The screenshot, I don't know whether the communication was, but the screenshot was taken on the 1st of July.
And what is the significance?
As I indicated, I don't want the communications, I can't, but the significance of the price list of drugs, the one that is reflected in blue, that is the price list of drugs. And then it also reflects that the price list is in euros, not South African
That's
currency.
pound, that's pound.
In pounds, sorry, commissioners. Sorry.
All right. And then let's deal with the other screenshots that were found together or in the days after this, the one on the 1st of July. Can you read paragraph 7 of your statement?
Another computer screenshot was identified depicting yellow jersey truck that was indicated as being designated to collect the container. These screenshots were extracted and preserved as part of the digital evidence obtained during the forensic examination of the device. Commissioners.
And to explain this, can we go to page 20 of the presentation? Colonel, the first picture, what is that?
That is the screenshot of the computer.
And that computer, is it the same one that we saw earlier?
Yes, we can see at the bottom there, it will also indicate Transnet.
At the bottom of the picture. And then in the screenshot itself,
No. Where about is Transnet? I don't see.
There is something written in red, commissioners.
yes, can you, there at the bottom?
Oh.
And the detail of what's written in the picture is on the far right of the page.
The
Is that
details-
correct?
Yes, the details on the screenshot, on the computer, is the details of this truck that is found in I-10, commissioners.